Hello everyone, welcome back to Journey to Wisdom and Wealth. My name is Tara. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back. Grateful gang, where you at? Represent in the comments. On today's video, I'll be talking to you guys about just a quick update. It's not going to be edited, nothing fun like that. Just giving you guys an update on what's going on with my little roadblock with the house buying situation. As I thought it would be fair because people have been asking me in the comments what's going on with that. But however, on normal, we're usually talking about budgeting and my road to home ownership, which is basically what we're talking to right now. Your girl needed a little glass of wine. We're not luscious or anything, but we like to have a little glass of wine now and again. And it's Friday, so we're good. So update. Last time I spoke to you, if you didn't see it, I'll link it above in the cards, whichever way it is, y'all. I had a minor roadblock. Didn't realize that I needed to have a permanent position in order to be able to get my mortgage approved. Sorry, I had to reposition myself. So I didn't know that I had to have a permanent position to get my mortgage approved. So moving forward, I was like, okay, well then I need to start looking for another job, which I've been doing. But first, I wanted to give the common courtesy of letting my current position know, which I'm currently temping at. Unfortunately, because I've noticed, you know, you got to watch your entire surroundings, that at that position, a lot of people are temps and have been temps for months, 2 years or two, and have not been hired on. So it looks like during the pandemic, they've decided to slow down hiring on people. And to, I guess, so they don't have to pay people out for benefits and whatnot, they're not hiring the temps on. So first I went on Monday morning because I found out last Friday, I believe. I went on Monday morning and I called my agency, who shall remain nameless, and they did not get back to me. I left a message for, really, this is going to annoy me, both parties, the person who is my person and then also the person that's in charge of like that specific client. No one got back to me. So I said fine. And then on Thursday, yesterday, I went ahead and I emailed both people and nothing. So I was like, 3 times and you're out. Or third time's a charm, whichever way you want to put it. So I then called again, I got voicemails and left both people voicemails, and they both actually called me back. So one person called me back first, and that was like my new person, and she was just like, I'm sorry, you have to talk to so-and-so because that's their client. You really need to speak to her because she would know. Okay. So funny enough, then she calls me back about 5. No, I called her right after I hung up with the last one, got a voice message. Then she called me back within 5 minutes and she was like, well, I'm not going to lie to you. Lately, because of the pandemic and the issues, they haven't been hiring people on. I understand you have to do what you have to do. So I'm just asking you, give like maybe a week's notice, or give me a heads up if you finally get into an interview process as to where you think you're going to get the job, and you know that'd be your next move. Try to give some type of notice. Of course, 2 weeks would be best, but we understand, you know, you might have to give 1 week. So at least now I was at the point where I was like, okay, I need to move forward, which I kind of already started moving forward because I kind of already knew, you know, when you know something because you've been seeing it happen already. Excuse me. But so I just like to confirm because I don't want to move forward from something that I'm happy at this place. I like the people who work there. I'm able to get my job done. It's not an issue. I would have stayed there if they had hired me on. But as you can see, that doesn't look like it's going to be the case, unfortunately. So next steps now is to find another job. I did apply like over that weekend when I first found out to somewhere else, and I actually have had a phone interview with someone. I'm waiting to hear something back next week. I'm not sure. I don't really want to speak on it too much. That's more like a prayer and thanking God in advance for whatever he feels like should be for me, and it will be for me. But if I do get a new job, I'll let you know. But from now on, now that I have the confirmation that they're not going to hire anybody on per se, then now I know I can hardcore start looking for something that's either temp to permanent for real, or a permanent position going forward. Now I just want to update you on what I chose to do after I figured that out. So during the week, I was just like, okay, Tara, what can we do to be productive now that we know the situation? So I decided that there were 2 people that were super responsive when it came to lenders, which is, I think I'm going to work with either one of those ladies. One lady, I reached out to her team and was like, is there anything I should be doing in the meantime to make my profile better? And she was like, honestly, her response, or her assistant's response, was basically that I should use my credit card. I think I told y'all in this one video, use my credit card a little bit under the 10 to 30% and pay it right off, but not in time, enough time for it to hit the credit, but not before, but pay it off so you don't get the interest. So that was her information. So then the other lady that I was considering, she actually set up a Google time with me, and I just got off the Google call with her. Not Google call, it was a regular phone call, but it was like a Google notification so that I would remember. I just got off the call with her, and her response to me, she was like, honestly, I thought I was gonna come on your report and see lots of red flags, or you did something wrong, or she's like, honestly, you're doing everything right, which was a nice confirmation for me. She was like, you just need to get that permanent job. She's like, when you get that permanent job, you should be okay. Keep it in your field. She's like, unfortunately, if you're doing a temporary assignment, you can get a job with a temporary assignment, but you would have to have been with the temporary company on that particular assignment for at least 2 years. She's like, if you get a permanent job and it's in your field and you can provide an offer letter with no contingencies, you can do this. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, is there anything else that I should be doing as far as credit or saving? She was like, just save $1,000 each month right now. I was like, already on it. She's like, okay. And then she was like, she was like, make sure you use she said the same thing as the other lady. Make sure you're using your credit card a little bit, letting it hit, and then paying it right off. She's like, use like something for gas, which is funny because I was going to do that anyway. And then she was also saying, like, with yours, unfortunately, because you have a few things that were in collections or a few things that were 90 days or more late in the past, because I have not done that in a good 2 years. I've been on it, y'all. But she's like, in the past, it is showing up that way. She's like, I feel like right now for you, it's just going to be a matter of time for your credit to improve. She was very transparent and said she's not a credit specialist. So she gave me the name of some gentleman to call who is like a credit expert and see if I could talk to him and find out if there's anything I can do. And you guys, it's so funny because I want to tell y'all that my credit scores came in the mail. Hold on. Yeah, so my credit scores came in the mail because I think I won the application. I said I wanted the follow-up of the notice application of the credit scores and stuff. Let me tell you, how about my TransUnion score is 730? Why can't they use that score? My TransUnion score is 730, and it's the Equifax that's 645, and then the Experian, which is 652. And when you're doing a loan, they don't use the highest or the lowest, and they don't do a median like add it together, divide by 3. They use the exact middle score, and the middle score in this case is 650. So I want to know if there's some way to get my middle score to reflect my highest score of 730. So I'm wondering if I can get some delinquencies removed or something and see what the difference is on those two credit scores and get it credit scores to get it to kind of reflect that. So I might work on that on my own, or I'd probably call the gentleman that she gave me the name to. But it was nice to actually have my credit scores in hand as well. But that is my update for today. I'm probably just gonna post this really quick just so you guys can have the update. I know I already released a video today, and I know it's sometimes annoying when we do more than one video in a day, but these are live and direct. This is as I'm seeing it, as I'm feeling it, as it's happening. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey, and you guys have been amazing checking in with me to see how everything is going, and your encouragement has been amazing. Like, girl, you're gonna get it, don't worry about it, you're gonna find another job. So clearly now we're on our route to another job. But thank you so much for all the encouragement. We're slowly approaching that 250 mark. Y'all are amazing. I'm super grateful for you guys. If I don't say it every day, if I don't say it enough, I'm super thankful for you all. All right, guys, faith over fear this year. I was feeling a little down when I realized they weren't going to hire me, but I had to remember that faith over fear, and all things happen in the way they are supposed to happen. Thank you, Margot, for reminding me of that today. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful. I already said that. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Faith over fear. Bye.